What's going on, guys? Welcome to this week's Thoughts from the Hot Box. Today I'm going to add a little bit of a story in there as well. So sit back, relax, grab whatever you're smoking on, and join me in the Hot Box. Whatever you got, whatever you're smoking on, whatever you're smoking with, throw it down in the comments. Let us know what's going on. Not important, I just like to know. So today I'm going to tell you a little story about my trip to Okinawa, Japan. It was a couple years ago with some of my buddies. We went out there and we visited for a while, and it was actually a really cool trip. I had a lot of fun, but one of the best places is this little town called Kintown, and if any of you guys out there know what Kintown is, then you're gonna appreciate this story. So anyway, we're in Japan, and we are gonna go out one night, and we make our way into Kintown, and we discover that Kintown is nothing but a couple restaurants and bars everywhere, and that's it. You know, we see it and we're like, yeah, this is our place. We're hanging out at our bar, which eventually it became our favorite bar. It's called Cheers. So on this particular night, we find our way into Cheers. We are in there, and they have pool, they have beer pong, they have just sitting at the bar. They make really great drinks. So we're in there having a good time, just drinking and drinking and drinking. And that's really all we do for the next few hours. Cheers, obviously, it was famously known from the first night we were there to the last night we went there as the Blackout Bar. I mean, that's where we went just when we had nothing to do but get absolutely sloshed. This, like every night in Cheers, was one of those blackout nights. As we continue drinking, something happens to one of my friends that's in the bar with me, and I don't really know what it was. I mean, I'm fuzzy on the details of that whole night. What I do remember is that he got upset about something, and he storms off out of the bar, and everybody else is blackout. You know, they're not paying attention to where he's gone or what he's doing or even why. I follow him out to see what's up with him, what's going on. And he's walking down the street, and he's all angry, and the important part of the clothing that he's wearing is flip-flops. So he's in his flip-flops, and he's marching down the street, and I'm stumbling after him because I'm fucking hammered. As I catch up to him, I realize that he's also sort of doing the back and forth, the drunken stumble, you know. So he's doing that, and the way that the town is sort of set up is it's on a hill, and there is the top of the hill, and then it sort of levels off, and then there's another level with more houses and buildings and things, and it just goes down like that all the way down the hill. And he comes to this area that's open on that ledge side, as like a bunch of the areas are, and he's doing the drunk stumble and he gets close to that edge and he doesn't realize what it is. From my point of view, it's he's walking, and I'm looking at him like, hey, what's going on? And then he's gone. He fell straight over that wall and landed flat on his back in somebody's garden. And I was like, oh shit, how am I gonna fucking get down there without falling myself over there, stumbling around, trying to look for a place to get down to where he's at. After he lays there in pain for a couple minutes, because it was a long fall, it was like 8 or 9 feet. That's a weird estimation of measurement. Probably 10, I don't know. Enough to hurt a little bit. So after he lays there for a couple minutes, he gets up and he's visibly angry. He's one of those people that, like, when they're mad, they're like, you can see it in every fiber of their body. They got veins popping out, their fists are clenched, their faces just, you know. And he gets up, flip-flops on, remember, and he walks straight up to the nearest car and just fucking Spartan kicks right through the fucking window. Totally shatters the window. Not a scratch on his foot. And he acts like he didn't even do it. He kicked straight through this window. I mean, imagine somebody just walks up to your driver's side door and just fucking Spartan kicks right through your window. And then he walked off like it didn't even happen. So needless to say, after that, I was like, we need to go back to where we belong. What was the guy thinking the next morning when he came out of his house and his garden was crushed and his window was kicked in? I wonder if they had like a problem kid in their neighborhood And this guy was like, that's the last straw, I'm killing this kid. All because some American got drunk. Why do we go places and pretend like we own everything? It's amazing the rest of the world still puts up with us. Fuck, dude, this hot box is going right now. So moving on from that story, the next thought I have is, if you found some sort of genie or wish granting entity, right? And they told you that they could give you the ability to fly. I'll give you the ability to fly like Superman, except you can never fully touch the ground again. Like, you could hover, right, just above the ground, but you can't come within 5 feet of the ground. Like, 5 feet is the stopping point. So you've got 5 feet of space, and you cannot go below that 5 feet of space, but you will always be able to fly. Would you still take that? You'd be like the best at jump rope, though. Oh God, what if you drop something on the ground, like your phone on the ground or something, and you couldn't reach down and get it? I couldn't walk around like that, dude. Because the first time a dog ran up to me, I'd be like, what do? I need to pet this dog. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. Comment what you think you thought about the thoughts that you heard. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you back. I want to give a shout out to the sun for shining, the trees for growing, and the oceans for being so big, blue, and beautiful. Let's keep them that way, people. Most of all, I want to give a shout out to you, our subscribers. We'd love to have you back, and we'll see you next time.